Hello everybody, I'm Wroughtstream, and we're back with another episode of A Dance of Fire and Ice. Now, for today's plan, we are taking on the new Constellations that just dropped this month, and there are two particularly tough levels that they've recommended. I actually haven't checked them out yet. I only picked the first one since they said that the first tough level wasn't as tough as the other tough level, but I imagine that will probably give me a bit of a challenge. And then I have one Neocosmos custom, but I think I'm going to save that for later, so when I do another episode where I just play all Neocosmos levels. And yeah, but without further ado, let's just get started. 3000 Moons, composed by Xerus and charted by CRYS. A tree silo level well charted and designed by a new name in the house, CRLYS. You heard me right, most of the level here is composed of tree silos. It is slow enough for beginner players to try so that you can practice orbiting through uncommon patterns. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. I will say that this is a power intro, alright? Look at this. Oh, cool lyrics. I'm liking the vibe of this so far, though. This is like an interesting, like, variation of like a dizzy octagon from 10X, I think. Oh boy, look at that next slow section, holy crap. I will say this is like a nice warm-up. It's actually been a while since I played at Lo-Fi, since, you know, going back to school and all that, kind of took some time away, but that's fine, because I still got it in me, still got the rhythm in me, I guess. Alright, looks like we're probably approaching the end right now, alright? Yep. Nice. Ooh, so close to the pure perfect. That is unfortunate, but that was a nice map to warm myself up for these next 5 constellation levels. Bubble, composed by Kotari and charted by IU. This level gave me a really great impression of IU, another new name in the house, as their choice of decorations are not like the others. For me, this is the first time that I've seen so many realistic decorations, from the clouds to each scenery that blends very well with his VFX. I really like this a lot. Shoutouts to Kotari, though, for composing the tutorials music. Alright, let's do these tutorials. KB1 Carnival. Ooh, fast swing, though. Ooh, that's spicy. Nice. Alright. Ooh, this is giving me, Party of Spirits vibes, I think. KB1, the bottom of the sea walk. That was a hidden, ooh, okay. I was gonna say hidden, but then I realized that wasn't a hidden blue twirl, that was just it was just sneaky, you know? Okay. I think that's more a slow selection. I do gotta remember that the gems mean like pause tiles usually. KB3 flying. Okay, yeah, that does make sense though. Probably should have expected it. I just didn't expect the turn tile to go like that, but that's fine. There you go. Alright, now we understand it. I'm not gonna make that mistake again, hopefully. Ooh, main level time. Let's see. We got strict here? No, we don't. But I have a feeling this is gonna be a bit more tricky because this level does contain some very fast swings, so definitely gotta focus. That was like a 10x moment right there. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Good tutorials, though. Alright. This level is very realistic looking, I will say. But it's very spicy though, in terms of its swing, you know? Just saying. That was interesting, because that entire section was actually on the offbeat. Oop, okay. I think we're just gonna do a rehash of what we just did. Camera effect kind of got me, but that's fine. All right, I think I saw some checkpoints though, so yeah. Still, god damn it. That's fine. Ooh, that was definitely a step up, you know, in difficulty, I will say. The camera is definitely a bit disorienting, I will say. I feel like the camera can be a little bit more stable, especially when it gets to the part when there's a bunch of red twirls with the double swing taps. I think that could have been honed down a little bit, but other than that, pretty nice level. Durgent Magenta, composed by Polymath9 and charted by Lig. This level, to say the least, is unique in its own way. I'm trying to think of a long description that describes this level as weird and humorous, but I'm just as speechless as my reaction when seeing this for the first time. At least they gave us some VFX advice, whether that's supposed to be useful or not. I remember this song because I played it a while ago. I don't know when I played this song. It's a different chart and it's an insane tier, but the insane version of this song, right, the one I did play, is definitely a bit tricky, but I'm pretty sure it would probably land in the more tougher section, so I'm assuming that this is probably going to be a bit more easier. Also because there's no timing window thing. Oh wait, is he gonna like... Okay. Okay, cool, then, fair enough. Yeah, okay. Because in the other chart of this song, it goes in like double BPM. And it like gets crazy difficult. But hey, we're chilling. It sounds. Generally, charters don't mess with that too much, so. Oh. Okay, cool. So, oh, okay, so that's kind of like the whole point of this chart is just to explain those VFX. That's cool. Alright, cool. I guess I'm talking about the hit sounds. I mean, charters usually don't mess with hit sounds too much, but I think if there's like more of a trend that messes with hit sounds later, I think it actually could be pretty cool. I'm not sure if you could... I think you can do custom hit sounds, which opens the door to a lot of interesting ideas, I will say. Keep on doing the 5-tap on the 4-tap triangle. There you go. Don't let study stop you from having a rest. I mean, I guess that's some pretty good advice, especially considering what I'm going through right now. Ikazu, charted by Ak+q, and charted by Hanbi Damming? Is this Hanbi's work or Damming's work? I'm honestly not so sure. What I'm sure is that this is a great Damming inspire level with a great blend of bloom and track glow, with a gameplay gimmick that you need to pay attention or you might slip off. Oh god. IK1, incomplete acceleration. Ooh. Oh wait, what is happening there? Because are those actually triplets? I don't know if they are. But it is decently fast. So that's what's making me a little nervous. And that's all we get. Strict though? Okay, so it's not fast enough to do that. I guess this is the gimmick. I guess. That's, yeah, okay. Damn, okay. Ooh, this song though. Alright. I'm vibing with this. Oh, this song is so good. Oh my god, okay. I'm vibing with this. I think those triangles are actually right triangles. Rhythmically, anyway. Ooh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I will say, though, that I kind of think this level needs, like, 2 more tutorials. One more tutorial to show off how the triangles work in this, like, speed up. And then another tutorial to show how the straight line works in the speed up, you know? Because otherwise, I feel like that'd be very confusing to come across for a first-time read. Because honestly, it did get me a couple of times, but I got used to it pretty quickly. But that's kind of like my only complaint. I think the gimmick here is really nice to play through. 3:03 p.m. Composed by Sharu and charted by Team Pal featuring Tri Pizza. Take flight into the mind of what seems to be a schoolgirl from the anime Redacted. Watch out for Adolphi references while you orbit along. I know it's another level for me. What can I do, man? I'm in charge of this series. Ugh, I hate this. Oh, it's another level by Team Pal, but luckily this one doesn't seem as tough as the other two I've played. So here we go. Okay. Ooh. We're mad chilling. Oh, checkpoint, so that's always a good sign to see. Ooh. Oh. Let's go. Perfect in that somehow. There you go. Nice. I don't think I got the pure perfect, but... Or did I? Well, never, it doesn't even matter, because there's even more song than I expected. It's not a nice chill song. No. Ooh, I was not expecting the pure perfect on the first try, on the first playthrough, but you know what? I'll take it, you know? Sometimes you just randomly get pure perfects. That's just how the world works sometimes. Ooh. I honestly did not expect a pure perfect just because of those weird rhythms, dude. Like, holy crap. What a fun level to play through. B-Bit Futures, composed by a name I cannot pronounce, and Frums, and charted by Bingsu. Here's a name I cannot pronounce, and Frums duo level by Bingsu. This, at least, is a bit more tame compared to what we're going to recommend next. However, take notes. There's one part that features awkward rhythm, and some parts feature stacked right triangles that may force you to finally use your second key. Finally, there are no checkpoints in this level. That means this one's really going to test your patience for having no safety nets once you miss. I'm a little afraid of this song, and, you know, the thing is, right, is that it reminds me, just like in the Constellation message, it's the same collaboration between these two artists, Frums and then the artist that I can't pronounce their name, but I remember they're from the one chart where they did, like, it's like a different song, right, where they collaborated together, and that level had no checkpoints, so, like, and the fact that this level also has no checkpoints, it's like, ugh. But you know what? You know, we can't have an episode with no challenge, right? So here we go. BF1, a name that I cannot pronounce at all. Okay. That's something. And there you go. Here we go. I'm pretty sure that, like, this song's super fast. Holy crap. Alright. Oh, God, that weird slowdown. Okay. Don't worry. 13% though. Alright, we got this. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, this is definitely going to be a challenging chart. Okay. That camera effect during the swing section is so evil, especially because this level also has no checkpoints.
God. I was definitely a lot more reckless than I usually am when I tap. But that's because this level has no checkpoints at all. And this level is decently long, too. Jeez. This one is probably just as difficult as the other collab between these two artists. With God, I'm really really glad I managed to get that clear. And I definitely struggle with those high-speed triangles, but hey, I'll still take that clear though. Holy crap! It's definitely a rise above the usual pay grade and the usual constellations, but hey, I know I can at least do this one. Okay, so let's start discussing the levels. Alright, so first up, 3000 Moons, composed by Xerus. I think this belongs in a normal tier, mostly just because of its more slower rhythms. While a lot of the rhythms are these more complex tricilos, I feel like tricilos in general aren't very tricky for most players. I'd say that patterns that are a little bit more confusing are usually like weaved hearts, triangles, and more like swing, and I guess certain kinds of swing rhythms too. But I think most people are really fine with tricilos, so like the main rhythms here should be very applicable to everybody, and the rhythms are also pretty slow, so that's why I put it in normal. Bubble, composed by Kotari. I really actually genuinely think that this level is an insane. Now initially I was gonna think like, is this a hard level? But then I realized like this level is decently fast. And there's a lot of these more, disorienting camera effects, which will probably throw you off, as they did throw me off a bit. So I feel like because of those two factors, I feel like it kind of belongs here for its just extremely fast swing rhythms and its disorienting effects. Durgent Magenta, composed by Polymath9 and charted by Lig. Now, this version, I did play Durgent Magenta a while ago, like with the song, and the first chart of that was an insane tier. Well, this one's more of an advanced. It's definitely a lot more tamer, but there's definitely a lot of tricky, triangles, you could say. There's a lot of triangles in this level, and they're very squeezed together, which might prove to be a problem. And its tempo is not slow either. I've noticed that there are a couple of checkpoints throughout the level, and I feel like that's kind of what makes it, stay into the advanced tier. Doesn't really push it up to the hard tier or anything like that. I think this is just a good challenging level for, players who have only beaten the first 12 worlds. Okay, Ikasu, composed by Ak+q. And this level really ranks in a hard tier for me personally, mostly just because of this gimmick. Whenever you speed up the planets, the timing windows are a lot less lenient than they normally are, and it does take some thought to really read these. So, when you're going in the inside hexagon turns, it's actually 90-degree turns, and if you're going outside hexagon turns, then it's just like a regular beat. And if you have like a triplet triangle, then it's actually a right triangle. You have to convert these rhythms from like this weird like hexagon tempo into just like the regular tempo. And I feel like once you realize that is the case, the rhythms become a lot more intuitive, because then if you don't really get that, I feel like you'll get really confused and you'd probably actually die a lot more times than you really need to. But this level is decently fast though, so I think that's kind of why it belongs in the hard tier, just because of its speed and its gimmick. 3:03 p.m. composed by Shero. Now this is an advanced, there's a lot of these weird rhythms, and perhaps it might be a little hard to sight read at times, but it's not really fast, and there's also checkpoints throughout the level. I think the tough things about this is that maybe sometimes the readability can be a little bit off, but I don't think it's that off because I managed to pure perfect the level, so you can definitely do this level. I just think that the weird rhythms and also just like the amount of variation between the rhythms can be very very intimidating at times. I think this would just be another good challenge for those who have only beaten the first 12 worlds of the main game. Oh, Beat Bit
Futures, composed by a name I cannot pronounce, and Frums. Now, this level belongs in the Insane tier. While it's not as fast as the usual levels I put in the Insane tier, but this level is basically if you took like a regular level, right, that's like at 174 BPM and has like tercillos and right triangles, right, but you just crank that up and like it's like 240 BPM or something like that. So it's really complicated because you have these very fast tercillos at a very high BPM. You have right triangles at an extremely high BPM. And yeah, you have to be extremely quick. Otherwise, you will actually just like you just flat out just die. And the fact that this level also has no checkpoints, and I think that those are some pretty good reasons for why it belongs in the Insane tier. And well, that's really it for me discussing all these levels. Hopefully you've enjoyed. I know that my upload schedule has been tremendously slower than what I've been usually doing, but hey, trying to still get to the use of things. I don't know, probably expect maybe a couple more uploads like the next few weeks, because that's when I'll be able to kind of get used to my new school schedule and stuff, and then I can plan accordingly, you know. But thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you another day.